This story begins with two remarkable individuals who shared the same surname, Franklin. One belonged to the heart of Europe in Belgium, and his name was Ernest Franklin. The other was born in the early American colonies, and his name was Benjamin Franklin. Though they lived in different worlds, both men would go on to influence history. Ernest Franklin's childhood began in a peaceful Belgian town surrounded by European culture. He grew up in a disciplined middle-class family, where education was a core value. His early years were filled with curiosity as he explored books and simple scientific ideas. Teachers noticed his sharp mind from a young age and encouraged his natural talents. Ernest developed a deep fascination for science, especially electricity and mechanics. Belgium's strong academic atmosphere shaped his early dreams and ambitions. On the other side of the world, a very different boy was growing up in North America. Benjamin Franklin was born in 1706 in Boston into a large family of 17 children. He grew up in modest conditions where survival and hard work were everyday realities. Benjamin's father was a humble soap and candle maker, and resources were limited. His formal education lasted only a short time, forcing him to learn mostly on his own. But Benjamin's hunger for knowledge grew stronger each day. He read any book he could find, teaching himself grammar, writing, and math. While Ernest learned in structured classrooms, Benjamin learned through struggle and self-teaching. Their paths were different, yet their curiosity was the same. Ernest received steady guidance from Belgian teachers who admired his discipline. He spent hours building small mechanical experiments and drawing diagrams. He often entered school competitions, where he was praised for creativity and precision. Electric circuits and scientific puzzles became his constant companions. Benjamin, meanwhile, learned life lessons inside the printing shop of his older brother. The work was tough, and his brother was strict, but the shop became Benjamin's hidden school. There he discovered writing, printing, and the power of ideas. He absorbed knowledge from every newspaper and book that passed through the shop. Benjamin wrote secretly under the name Silence Do Good, surprising readers with his wit. His writings quickly became popular, though no one knew that a teenager was behind them. This early success fueled his confidence, but it also led to conflict with his brother. Seeking freedom, Benjamin eventually ran away to Philadelphia, an act that changed his life forever. Ernest's life, however, followed a calm academic rhythm. His education continued to grow stronger as he studied mathematics and physics. Teachers admired his patience and logical thinking. He spent long nights experimenting with magnets, wires, and small batteries. His notebooks filled with calculations, sketches, and observations. Belgium provided Ernest a strong scientific foundation that shaped his identity early. Benjamin's identity formed through hardship, courage, and constant self-improvement. While Ernest's world was organized, Benjamin's world was unpredictable and full of challenges. Yet both young men held a powerful belief in themselves. Ernest believed he would one day become an engineer. Benjamin believed he would become a writer and thinker with a meaningful purpose. Their motivations grew from their experiences, one from structured learning, the other from real-life struggle. Ernest soon participated in advanced school science programs. He assisted professors during experiments, gaining early exposure to serious scientific work. These activities strengthened his dream of studying engineering at a top Belgian institution. Benjamin, on the other hand, built his reputation in Philadelphia as a talented and intelligent young man. His writing and communication skills opened new doors for him. People admired his discipline and maturity despite his young age. Benjamin soon found himself surrounded by opportunities he had never imagined in Boston. Back in Belgium, Ernest deepened his understanding of electricity and mechanical design. He followed European scientific journals, learning about the latest discoveries. He admired the great engineers who shaped the industrial world. Inspired, Ernest began creating more complex devices in his small workshop. Every new experiment strengthened his passion for innovation. Benjamin Franklin's youth was shaped not by machines, but by ideas. He questioned society, religion, and human nature, searching for deeper truths. Benjamin debated philosophical topics with friends and often challenged traditional beliefs. This curiosity later made him one of the most influential thinkers in American history. Ernest's curiosity pushed him toward machines and scientific systems. He believed technology could make life better for people. Benjamin believed wisdom, communication, and self-improvement could change society. Their worlds were far apart, but their inner drive was the same. Ernest prepared for university entrance, focusing on engineering. Benjamin prepared to build a career in printing, writing, and eventually civic leadership. Ernest's youth was guided by scientific mentorship. Benjamin's youth was guided by personal ambition and independence. Ernest learned from books, experiments, and structured lessons. Benjamin learned from work, society, and life experiences. Both young men grew into disciplined, thoughtful individuals who were ready for the next stage of their lives. Ernest stood on the path toward becoming a modern European inventor. Benjamin stood on the path toward becoming a leader, writer, and future statesman. Their childhoods, though vastly different, prepared them for greatness. One would rise within Belgium's scientific community. The other would rise as a founding figure of the United States. Their stories began continents apart, yet they were both shaped by curiosity, courage, and the desire to learn. This completes the first portion of their journey, the early lives of Ernest Franklin and Benjamin Franklin. Their destinies were just beginning, and much more would unfold in the years ahead.
He grew older, with a quiet determination forming within him. Both Franklins carried a hunger for knowledge, though shaped by different worlds. In Belgium, Franklin wandered through narrow market streets, observing craftsmen. Their tools, their patience, and their discipline inspired him deeply. He imagined himself one day leading such craftsmen toward a greater future. The young Belgian boy believed progress came from collective strength. Meanwhile, in America, Franklin devoured every book he could find. He studied philosophy, physics, and the stories of explorers. He dreamed of discovering new lands and shaping a nation's destiny. Despite their distance, both boys were connected by curiosity. Their families did not always understand their ambitions. Some elders in Belgium told Franklin to accept ordinary labor, but he wanted to rise above the limits of his village life. The American Franklin faced similar doubts from his relatives. They saw him as a restless spirit, chasing impossible goals. Yet he never allowed discouragement to weaken his resolve. His notebooks were filled with sketches, plans, and ideas. He questioned why things functioned as they did. He believed every mystery had an answer. Back in Belgium, Franklin explored the peaceful countryside. He listened to travelers who spoke of distant cities. Their stories ignited a fire within him. He promised himself he would one day witness the world beyond Belgium. In America, Franklin's world expanded through the pages of books. He admired great thinkers whose ideas shaped nations. He studied their philosophies late into the night. The Belgian Franklin learned the value of hard work early. Farmers, traders, and workers influenced his understanding of society. He saw the importance of unity during times of hardship. He noticed how communities survived by helping one another. This shaped his belief that leadership required empathy. Across the ocean, the American Franklin learned from challenge. He realized that adversity built character and wisdom. He practiced resilience as others doubted his dreams. The Belgian Franklin often stood on the riverbank, imagining the future. He believed his life would serve his community someday. He practiced speeches alone where no one could hear him. His voice grew stronger with his confidence. The American Franklin learned the art of self-discipline. He set daily goals for reading and practicing new skills. He believed success came from consistent effort. Both boys learned important life lessons before adulthood. The Belgian Franklin learned to value cooperation. The American Franklin learned to value independence. Yet both values would guide them toward greatness. As youth approached, their ambitions expanded further. The Belgian Franklin began involving himself in local discussions. He listened to disputes and offered calm solutions. People noticed his sense of fairness. His reputation slowly began to grow. In America, Franklin practiced writing speeches. He read them aloud to improve his delivery. He analyzed the power of strong communication. The Belgian Franklin witnessed political debates in town squares. He admired leaders who spoke boldly for their communities. He imagined himself standing among them one day. The American Franklin admired adventurers who forged new paths. He hoped to contribute something equally meaningful. Their journeys continued to evolve. The Belgian Franklin enrolled in local educational programs. He studied governance, economics, and European history. These subjects opened his mind to larger ideas. He became aware of global connections. The American Franklin pursued scientific knowledge. He experimented with simple tools and materials. He tested theories instead of accepting assumptions. His curiosity made him question everything. The Belgian Franklin learned multiple languages. He believed understanding people required understanding their words. This ability helped him speak with individuals from different backgrounds. He grew into a confident young man ready for adulthood. The American Franklin expanded his social network. He met mentors who recognized his potential. They encouraged him to keep learning. The Belgian Franklin observed international influences shaping Belgium. He realized his future role could impact more than just his town. He began preparing for larger responsibilities. Meanwhile, in America, Franklin explored opportunities beyond his region. He traveled to acquire practical knowledge. He experienced different cultures within America. Both Franklins developed qualities of leadership. The Belgian Franklin learned diplomacy. The American Franklin learned innovation. Their motivations were different, but equally powerful. Belgium's Franklin sought stability and unity. America's Franklin sought discovery and transformation. Both embraced the possibility of shaping history. Their youth was filled with deep reflection. The Belgian Franklin studied the complexities of human behavior. He analyzed conflicts with calm rationality. He believed solutions were possible through dialogue. The American Franklin focused on progress through experimentation. He believed the future belonged to creative thinkers. Each boy faced moments of self-doubt. Sometimes the Belgian Franklin wondered if his dreams were unrealistic. Sometimes the American Franklin feared he had chosen a difficult path. But both pushed forward with courage. The Belgian Franklin gained support from teachers and friends. They believed in his leadership potential. The American Franklin gained support from authors he never met. Their writings gave him strength. The Belgian Franklin worked closely with local leaders. He learned practical aspects of civic duty. He saw how decisions affected ordinary people. The American Franklin explored scientific problems. He became skilled in observation. He developed the habit of documenting everything he learned. They entered early adulthood with strong foundations. The Belgian Franklin matured into a respected young thinker. His worldview expanded through education and experience. He felt prepared to serve society. The American Franklin matured into a brilliant and ambitious youth. He felt prepared to shape his own path. Both stood at the threshold of their greatest journeys. Their stories were destined to move toward remarkable achievements. Their separate worlds shaped two extraordinary individuals, one destined for leadership in Belgium, one destined for influence in America. Their youth taught them resilience, discipline, and purpose. Their early lives laid the groundwork for future greatness.
Adulthood arrived with challenges and new expectations. The Belgian Franklin stepped into a world of political complexity. He encountered debates that shaped his understanding of governance. He listened closely to experienced leaders. He learned how ideas could unite or divide a nation. He discovered the importance of balance in leadership. He believed a leader must serve with humility. He began contributing to community initiatives. People admired his calm decision-making. He rose through local councils with steady progress. His reputation as a thoughtful negotiator grew stronger. He embraced responsibility with quiet confidence. Meanwhile, the American Franklin entered adulthood with bold ambition. He pursued scientific studies with enthusiasm. He traveled to observe natural phenomena firsthand. He recorded experiments in his journals. He attended public gatherings to share his discoveries. His ideas attracted both admirers and critics. He believed innovation must always be tested. He pushed boundaries others hesitated to explore. He found mentors who supported his fearless thinking. He became known for his brilliant curiosity. His work began influencing people beyond his community. Both Franklins were now influencing the world around them. The Belgian Franklin expanded his involvement in national matters. He communicated with leaders from across Europe. He analyzed policies with precision. His speeches resonated with clarity and reason. He advocated unity during uncertain times. He worked to preserve stability and progress. The American Franklin expanded his impact across the United States. He contributed to scientific discussions. He engaged with thinkers shaping America's future. He wrote insightful essays about science and society. He believed knowledge should empower ordinary people. His discoveries gained national attention. The Belgian Franklin grew into a prominent political figure. He believed leadership required fairness above all. He traveled to foreign cities for diplomatic missions. He represented Belgium with dignity and vision. He negotiated agreements that strengthened relations. His influence extended beyond politics. He inspired young people to pursue education. He promoted cultural exchange across Europe. He believed understanding brought nations closer together. Meanwhile, the American Franklin achieved recognition in scientific circles. He developed new theories that changed conventional thinking. He corresponded with other inventors and researchers. He sought solutions to everyday problems. He believed progress must serve humanity. His passion for discovery made him a national figure. He was invited to gatherings of intellectuals and explorers. He shared ideas that shaped America's scientific identity. The Belgian Franklin eventually took part in major national leadership. He guided Belgium through moments of uncertainty. He ensured the country remained stable and united. He believed compromise was not weakness, but wisdom. His leadership style brought trust from all sides. Citizens admired his dedication to peace. He became a symbol of responsible governance.
The American Franklin continued advancing his scientific contributions. He encouraged young minds to embrace experimentation. He gave lectures to inspire future generations. He believed education was the foundation of national strength. He supported initiatives to improve scientific access. His influence reached schools, universities, and research organizations. Both Franklins, though worlds apart, contributed to history. The Belgian Franklin brought political stability to his nation. The American Franklin expanded America's intellectual horizon. One shaped Europe through diplomacy. The other shaped America through innovation. Their achievements reflected their different origins, yet both demonstrated the power of dedication. They proved greatness begins with curiosity and hard work. Their adulthood was filled with milestones. The Belgian Franklin made critical decisions during national challenges. He worked tirelessly to maintain harmony. He believed Belgium's future depended on unity and cooperation. His legacy became woven into the fabric of his country. The American Franklin made groundbreaking observations. He pushed scientific progress into new directions. He believed the pursuit of knowledge was a lifelong mission. His legacy inspired countless researchers after him. They lived in different nations, but shared a similar spirit. They believed their work should serve humanity. They dedicated their lives to building a better future. Their contributions extended long after their time. The Belgian Franklin became a guiding figure in European dialogue. His voice influenced leaders far beyond Belgium. His vision shaped policies that strengthened international relations. He worked toward a peaceful, cooperative Europe. The American Franklin's discoveries influenced modern scientific thought. His writings were preserved for future generations. His insights sparked advancements across multiple fields. He became one of America's foundational intellectual figures. Their legacies stand as examples to the world. They show how two men named Franklin, born in different lands, achieved greatness through distinct paths. They teach us that determination transforms circumstances. They remind us that effort can bridge any distance. Their stories continue to inspire leaders, scientists, and dreamers. Both men left their marks on history. Both shaped the identity of their nations. Their names became symbols of wisdom and progress. Their journeys teach that purpose gives life meaning. They prove that understanding one's passion leads to greatness. Their stories show the power of knowledge and integrity. They illuminate how the human spirit can rise beyond limitations. Belgium remembers its Franklin as a pillar of unity. America remembers its Franklin as a pioneer of innovation. Both nations honor the contributions of their remarkable sons. Their legacies shine across continents. Their influence continues through the generations. The Belgian Franklin is celebrated for leadership that preserved national stability. The American Franklin is celebrated for inventions and discoveries that shaped modern thinking. Their names echo through books, institutions, and history lessons. Their achievements remind us of the potential within every individual. Their dedication shows the value of perseverance. Their values continue inspiring global society. Their stories stand as symbols of hope and progress. As time passes, their legacies grow even stronger. They remain guiding lights for future visionaries. Their impact transcends borders and eras. Their contributions live forever in the world they helped shape. Their journeys end, but their stories continue. Their lives remind us that greatness is not determined by origin, but by determination. Their stories will be told for generations. Their names will always be remembered with respect. Their legacies belong to the history of the world. And thus, the tale of the Belgian Franklin and the American Franklin reaches its final chapter. Two extraordinary individuals, two remarkable journeys, one timeless story of leadership, knowledge, and human potential. Their lives stand as a testament to what the human spirit can achieve, and their contributions remain alive in the hearts of the nations they serve.